Most people would say that eating chicken out of the bin, especially with busted seals and not knowing how long it's been warm for, is a bad idea. And I would agree. When we got home, we transferred the ones with the busted seals into the canning jars. The ones where the seals were still good, we put in the fridge, and I'm about to process them now. There's no way that we would eat these just with reheating, because even though 85 degrees is adequate to destroy the majority of bacteria that could be present, the toxins remain viable well over 100 degrees. Pressure canning reaches 121 degrees, and that will help to ensure that the majority of those toxins are neutralized, with the exception of toxins that are produced by molds. So if we saw any mold on any of these things, we would be scooping that bit off, or if it was heavily molded, we'd throw the whole thing away. So we're not necessarily recommending pressure canning as a way to save food that is completely spoiled. We're using it to manage risks and accept that some residual risks remain for us. The same could apply to other food that maybe have been left in the fridge for too long. This is marked down red meat, which we're not quite sure whether it's safe. We're going to put it in the canner at the same time and be fairly confident that we'll address those things. The one bacteria that we need to be particularly concerned about is the one that causes botulism. The toxin is neutralized at about 85 degrees, and the bacteria is killed at an even lower temperature. The spores that can flourish in an anaerobic environment withstand over 115 degrees. Pressure that's used in pressure canning is such to neutralize the botulism spores to make it safe to store for long term. So I'm going to get on with transferring the rest of these curries into the clean jars and then put it on for canning. Canning according to proper procedures means that there is no longer any bacteria of concern. The spores, which could grow into further bacteria, have been addressed, and the toxins have also predominantly been destroyed. I'd really rather be doing this with electric, but unfortunately it's an aluminium pressure cooker, which means it doesn't work without induction cooktop. I've made this wind guard out of scrap foil. It helps to reduce the amount of gas we need by keeping the heat along the sides of the vessel. It's now about 24 hours later. If we open it too soon, there's a chance that the pressure inside of the jars will still be significantly greater than the pressure in the rest of the vessel. And that could mean that it can suddenly boil and will spill a lot of liquid out of there, and it'll also prevent it from making a proper seal. I can see some fat in the bottom, which means that at least one of these has boiled over. So we have to check the seals carefully and make sure that they're all properly pressed down. So half an hour in the bin and then getting it home again, about an hour to clean it all up and get it into the canner. And now we have shelf-stable food ready to put away that doesn't require refrigeration and is far safer to eat.